June 24th, women are going on strike.
Hi people, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are coming across my channel for the very first time, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. So in our today's conversation is about this interesting video of women conducting a strike on 24th June 2024. Women are organizing rallies, vigils, protests, peaceful protest in response to the abortion, family planning, their rights, and also equality. This strike is also globally. On this day, women will not work or go to school and not a cent in the American economy. So let me play the video as well as the stitches. I'll be back to give my own comment at the end of the video. Please don't go away.
Spread the word, ladies. June 24th, women are going on strike. I'll put the details at the end. For 2 years, we have been fighting. They started this. Conservatives, Republicans, Christians, they started this. They started this war on women, and we are fighting back. They began by stripping us of our privacy, by taking away our body autonomy, by whittling away our access to health care. Now they want to demand interstate travel restrictions as well. So, June 24th, no work, no school, and not one penny in the U.S. economy. Every woman and every girl in America, we are going on strike on the anniversary of the day they declared war on all of us. If you're with us, you're welcome to join.
Hi everyone. I just want to make sure that all of my followers are aware and planning on the June 24th women's strike. What's happening that day? Well, you're not going to go to work. If you absolutely have to go to work, wear red in solidarity with the strikers. And you're not going to spend any money, unless you're spending money at a woman-owned business. But let's be real, there's not a lot of those. So effectively, we're asking you not to spend any money at all that day. I personally am a big believer in strikes. In 1975, Iceland had a women's strike where the entire country got shut down because women refused to do anything that day except show that country how much women contributed to that country by not doing anything. And within a few short years after that, Iceland elected the first democratically elected woman prime minister in Western democracy. So I'm a huge believer in strikes. But strikes don't mean anything if you don't vote in November. And that means voting Democrat up and down the ballot, because that is the only way to make any progress on women's rights right now. Maybe in the future that'll be different, but for right now, that is what is the case. This seems to be an incredibly organically evolving strike, which is the best kind of strike. And as soon as I find more information, I will share it. In the meantime, get ready.
Spread the word, ladies. June 24th, women are going on strike. I'll put the
Go watch that video. Obviously, all the details are there. And at the very end, it is beautifully listed as to when and why this is occurring. Otherwise, I think this is brilliant. No work, no school, no shopping. Do not spend a single cent in the U.S. economy. That is brilliant. Not to mention, I think a lot of men, husbands, and fathers are going to be having the day they deserve. Are you going to be taking part? Let me know if you are, and let me know if you agree or disagree. And if you disagree, let me know why.
Look up the strike. Google it. There's a link to the TikTok video, and there's a link to a Reddit post. And that's it. There's no website, there's no connection with an organization or a movement. That's it. When you're trying to do something like this, you need to be organized and have outreach, backing. This seems to have none of it. It feels very unserious, and we're asking people to take time off work and potentially not get paid for a day. That feels really flippant. And the people in the comments saying like, we all have to sacrifice, it's just one day. Just one day's pay. One day's pay matters. So many people are behind on rent, struggling to pay rent, bills, groceries. It just seems really out of touch. And there's a lot of new people here since Dobbs, right? Like people are waking up, they're energized, they're fired up, they want to do something, and that's awesome. Connect with communities and organizations that have experience with organizing and planning and demonstrating so that whatever it is that you're doing is effective and has impact, because this doesn't seem to have any of that behind it. And to the people making comparisons to the women's strike in Iceland, that strike was the culmination of decades of sustained and organized movement. And at the time of the women's strike, Iceland was and is today the #1 country in the world for gender equality. They are the most gender equal country in the world and have been for the past 14 years in a row. They value women. Women are in positions of power. They have a woman prime minister. Like the roles are equitable. This was about pay equity, because even though they have had a lot of progress, they're still moving forward, and that's awesome. And so they're valued, so they are able to be heard. They have paid maternity leave, paid paternity leave. They have legal access to abortion. They value their workforce so that they would be able to attend this strike. 90% of the workforce in Iceland is unionized. 90%. So all those workers at the strike most of them had the backing of a union. We don't have that same value and support in the US. Our workforce is not respected. You are replaceable and expendable, right? And 10% of our workforce is unionized. 10% versus 90. We don't have the same support. This is night and day. We are 43 in gender equality. We don't have paid maternity leave or paternity leave. Our access to abortion is being cut every day. They're in the full marathon while we're struggling with the 5K. What they did is beautiful. It's awesome. I don't think we can do what they did right now. Right now. I never said do nothing. I never said do nothing. And I love the idea of this. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we all participated in something like this and people saw it, their eyes were open, their minds were opened, and minds changed, and let's change. That would be great. But I think it's extremely unrealistic. I'm not saying do nothing. Do something. Do something that is organized and has meaning and impact. All I said was, I don't think this helps women, but here are some other things that I think have a more direct and immediate impact. Whatever this strike is, to me, it feels unserious, it feels naive, and frankly, it feels privileged.
Wow. As a woman, I'm really looking forward to this day. I don't have any problem with women fighting for their equality and their rights, as well as family planning. But what is not sitting well with me is the abortion. I find it so hard that women protest for the right just to unalive children. Feminism has really spoiled our women. Women, we need to take responsibility for our action. If we don't want kids, then we should not have intimacy or unprotected intimacy. Otherwise, we need to step up and take up the responsibility. Or let the child come and put the child on adoption. All in all, I wish we all the ladies on this day. I would really love guys to hear from you what you think in the comment section below. Kindly comment your opinion. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. See you in the next video. Stay safe.